Welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who doesn't know if he wants either a Ghost Rider 3 or a National Treasure 3. It's Robert Lamb.
It's very hard to decide between those classic franchises.
Because we were talking the other day, and you were like, hey, the National Treasure movies are perfection. So if they make if they make a third one, it might be like, it might wreck the perfection. But the Ghost Rider movies have been terrible. But in the current state we're in with R-rated superhero films, you want maybe Nick Cage will be better the third time around. So it's like a real weird thing for you, isn't it? Like you've been really caught up on it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's between those two, but then every once in a while I even throw in like, you know what? Let's just go Drive Angry 2.
Oh man. I mean, that's a lot of driving. Like, do you think that's a lot of angry driving?
I guess.
What about Gone in 120 Seconds, and where they have to steal like mopeds?
Yeah, I can see that. Have some cool action scenes that you don't normally get with mopeds. I don't think there has been a really good moped action scene that I can remember in any recent films.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There needs to be a gag, like in Spy when she gets stuck in the concrete.
Oh yeah.
Like the chases are never good, but you need a good bit. Or,
right, something, yeah.
You know what's exciting? Gone in 240 Seconds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Golf carts.
Okay.
Because
Bourne Identity did it with the Mini Coopers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's like, you can just pick a specific vehicle and just go there. Golf carts would be cool. Jackass kind of did that already.
Yeah. But I mean, there's actual danger to that. Like, much unlike stupid jet ski action scenes, which we discussed before, how you just fall in the water. You saw how dangerous those golf carts are.
Oh, yeah. There's no doors. There's nothing, keeping you in.
And if you're on a golf course, there's a lot of hills on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I hate hills that are there on purpose, man.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on regular hills, but like hills on purpose.
Yeah, man-made lakes, dude. Man-made lakes. Yep. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for those on purpose.
If you're in the south, you gotta watch out for alligators too. They're in those lakes.
Oh my, dude, that's double the danger.
Yeah, Lake Placid 4. I don't know which one they're on right now, but
after watching Annihilation, there's like a shark alligator hybrid. This isn't a spoiler. That could get you.
That just came out, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
I
heard decent things.
What about the Englishman who went up a hill and came down a mountain? Is that cheating?
Did he go up himself as a hill, or he just went up like a physical hill?
So Hugh Grant,
is that like a metaphor?
So there's a town, and they think they have a mountain, but it turns out it's a hill. So then they add another 20 feet to it, and it becomes a mountain.
So, is that like... So that's actually like a real thing?
That's a movie.
How many feet? I mean, like, is that like a real specification of like what a mountain is?
But I feel like that's cheating, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to do that.
Like, they could just wait 2 million more years.
Yeah. Well, then they wouldn't be able to make the movie.
Yeah, you're right. That'd be long in development.
Hey, man, they make their own coral reefs now. Japan's making their own coral reefs so they can go fishing more. You know what I mean? So, man-made stuff, it's coming around.
I think it's the way of the future.
It's gotta be. They're making, like, mechanical bees now to pollinate flowers. Of course, we could just try to fix the regular bee issue, but when they all die, we'll just use mechanical, insects.
I kind of like the idea of coral reefs where they can just fish, so then you're not destroying the natural ones, so you just kind of stay in one area. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
No, I'm all for, like, kind of fixing up, I know we're getting political, but, like, fixing up kind of, like, good areas where you can just like fish and you're not depleting the ocean's resources. So it makes sense in that aspect. Same with fisheries, like creating fisheries where you're just like harvesting, kind of like how we do with cows, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we have places where we just raise cows for just, hamburgers.
They need Foghat cover band farms.
So we could just always listen to them. Is Foghat still not, like, they're dispersed, right? They're not around.
The original drummer is still playing.
Is he?
Yeah, I was at one of their concerts in Hudson, Florida once. A lot of jorts. And the lead singer saw me singing like one of their stupid songs like Honey Hush, and he like looked at me confused.
He's like, why, because you were so young, or because...
He's like, how does this kid know Honey Hush?
Yeah, exactly.
Because everyone just goes, play Slow Ride!
I didn't know they sang anything other than Slow Ride.
Yeah, they released 12 albums. Every song was Slow Ride, except for one was Honey Hush.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
And they all
I'll have to check out that one.
They all went gold, too, which is kind of crazy. People love Slow Ride.
Dude, who doesn't like Slow Ride? That's like one of the greatest. That and Simple Man, and probably like those are like two just great Southern rock songs.
I might lose my rock card here, but I have a very hard time listening to Slow Ride all the way through.
Do you?
It's a
long song. How do you do with Stairway to Heaven?
Oh, I love Stairway. I love Freebird. But
you can get through Freebird?
Oh, I can get through Freebird, but I can't get through. I feel like I'm a different person if I listen to Foghat Slow Ride all the way through.
Well, Slow Ride doesn't like Freebird picks up. Like it starts off slow, it's like easing you into it, and then it picks up, and then it's just like crazy for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Where Slow Ride, I don't think like it kind of has that same kind of feel throughout the whole song. I don't think it really like. Does it pick up? Is there like a huge guitar solo?
Oh, it's massive. But every time we put it on is a joke. In the beginning, everyone's like, don't, and everyone's like, yeah. Then 2 minutes later, you're like, all right, this is getting old. Yeah. And like at the 6th minute, you're like, this was a bad idea, Mark. I hate you because you love this song. Like it's always gone bad for me whenever I played Foghat all the way through as a joke.
Yeah, I can say there's certain songs that I listen to that like they don't change it up enough. Like I don't know if it's just like the chorus doesn't grab me as well as I thought it would. Like there's even some Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stone songs, and I love Led Zeppelin and Rolling Stones that just like Sympathy for the Devil by Rolling Stones. For some reason it's very drawn out for me, and halfway through I'm like, I'm just gonna go to the next song.
Yeah, that's right. Or Knights of Sidonia by Muse. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like that song. All right, well welcome to movies, music, and flicks.
There you go.
Let's talk about Danny Boyle's usage of Muse in his films, like in Millions.
I never saw Millions.
Yeah. Well, he uses
that. Was one of the only ones. Yeah, I was going to say. That's one of the only ones I didn't see of Danny Boyle's.
Well, shit.
Sorry. I know you wanted to go on like this huge rant about Millions and talk about it back and forth, but I have no input.
So I tricked Robert into coming onto the podcast today because I wanted to talk about Millions, but he didn't. So I just brought him on false pretense.
What would be the sequel to Millions? Billions?
Broke.
Oh, I didn't see the movie. Is that a spoiler?
I'm like, no. I'm like a glass. I'm a glass half empty guy.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like I'm not Trillions. I'm broke.
You know, with the whole glass half full, half empty kind of scenario, for me, it always depends on what is the liquid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
that's how I determine if I'm a half full, half empty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I hate tomato juice, so it'd be like, yeah, it's a glass half empty.
But you'd be that's like an optimistic thing.
Oh yeah, it'd be optimistic. Yeah, it's a glass. Oh, so an optimist would be like, good, that's a tomato juice that's half full.
Right. But you're like, yeah, well.
If I get like a Pliny the Elder beer, I'm like, man, that's half empty.
Yeah, because you want more of it.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm not happy I think people just should be happy with the half. Like, who's giving us these beverages?
Hey, there's a lot of countries out there that don't have water and don't have certain liquids. I think we should just be happy with what we have. Yeah. Whether it's half full or full, it doesn't matter.
You know what? And if someone gave me half a glass of tomato juice, I'd be like, thank you for not giving me a full glass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't like tomato juice either, so if somebody gave me a half a glass, and for some reason I had to drink it, I'd be happy that it was only a half a glass.
Yeah, I would put some vodka and celery in there, some hot sauce.
Yeah, see, I can't even do that either. I can't do the Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I hate it too much.
Yeah, I'm taking a glass of, it's like what Life hands you lemons, make lemonade. Life hands you a half a glass of tomato juice, make a Bloody Mary.
It takes a lot of lemons to make like a glass of lemonade.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
I would say I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks for filling this up.
I know.
Hey, kids are only charging like 25 cents. At least that was back in the 50s. I don't know what they're charging now for lemonade.
Yeah, I mean, I know that there's like a technical process to juicing lemons, but in my head, I just hope it's like just a bunch of people in a factory like taking half a lemon at a time and just squeezing on a juicer thing, like a non-electric. That's the whole process.
Well, and I used to have 2 orange trees in my backyard, and I would try making orange juice, and that shit would take forever, man. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy Tropicana.
Yeah, you could just listen to a whole Foghat song while doing it.
Oh, I could probably listen to that, Freebird, and Stairway, and still not be done with my glass of orange juice. And then by that time, I'm already have to get ready for work. It's not even worth it.
You're late for work.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just, you know what? I had to cut each orange. I had to squeeze it. It only filled up like, a tenth of the glass each time.
Are you juicing again, Robert?
Yeah, I'm always juicing.
Hey, so before we get into the listener questions and topic, man, your podcasts are doing great, and we actually just joined up with you. We were part of Shark Dropper. Now we're Seven Lamb Productions. So you want to tell us about your podcast and why everyone who listens to us should listen to your podcast?
Yeah, so basically we were all under Shark Dropper, which was the last production company name. Things happen. I decided to go kind of out. I joined some other friends and we kind of created another network, and we wanted to specialize in audio dramas, but we like just podcasting in general. So like my friend's thinking about starting his own podcast, but we also have like 6 audio dramas, which are scripted podcasts where we voice characters and do like put sound effects and music behind them, and they all have like stories. It's like those old radio shows, and they're starting to become more popular. So we've been doing those, but then I was like, hey, like, I join Movies, Films, and Flicks all the time. I'm like, since Shark Dropper is not really like a thing anymore, do you guys want to come over to Seven Lamb? And now that we're on Patreon, you said that you might do some bonus content for Patreon. So I figured like that'd be pretty cool. Now we have 8 podcasts under Seven Lamb Productions, and you can just go to, right now we don't have a website, but we're trying to get one built up. So right now you can go to blogtalkradio.com/7lamb, SEVENLAMB, and you'll find all the podcasts there. And we just uploaded, now you have all your podcasts on that homepage too. So Movies, Films, and Flicks is on there.
So I think the favorite thing that we've ever done might just be the worst, when you brought me on your Shark Dropper podcast and we did the story behind Squid Lake.
Oh yeah.
I would love to do more of those for the Patreon page, because I mean they're weird, and they're all basically improv about the making of fake films.
Right.
But
I think that would be kind of a cool, like, kind of just its own segment under Patreon that's just a bonus content if people donate like $1 a month or something like that.
You could listen to a fake movie and how classic it was.
And how it got made and all the turmoil behind the scenes.
All right, so I'm just going to say, I want to do one about Yeti 2 Cold Snap, Schmitzky's Nissan.
Right.
It's about these 2 brothers in Florida whose dad owns a bunch of Nissan dealerships, the Schmitzkys. And one of the brothers has a girlfriend who loves the Duplass brothers. And so he gets really jealous. And so he's like, you know what? I'm going to make a Mumblecore movie sequel to the Yeti film that was a big blockbuster the year prior. So they don't get any licensing, right? They make a movie about a Yeti, and they do summer for winter because they don't want to go out north, so they film in Florida during the summer. But they're saying it's winter in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just about a Yeti driving around mumbling, dealing with his wife and job and kids, and I mean, I want to talk about how tumultuous it was behind the scenes. Like the guy in the Yeti suit lost 40 pounds just by sweating.
Oh yeah.
It actually became a pretty big hit, but since it wasn't licensed, Warner Brothers sued them for everything. So all the money they make goes to Warner Brothers, but it makes a lot of money.
Is it on? It's on video now, right? Like, when was it released?
Yeah, I mean, it was released a couple years ago. It's just been crushing it. And I mean, it's like a big thing. Like, sells out theaters. Seth Rogen and James Franco are thinking about making a movie about the production.
Oh yeah, because there's so much turmoil behind the scenes.
Because the guy, he had never watched a Duplass Brothers movie. He was just jealous, and so he just had a Yeti running around mumbling for 2 hours. Actually, it's 87 minutes. But yeah, the Yeti just drives around in cars and works and just mumbles.
Yeah, 87 minutes. I'm surprised they didn't film more shots with like the family just to pad it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the credits are 37.
Oh, well,
it's just Schmitzky's Nissan with a bunch of different cars and deals.
Hey.
It's like the whole catalog of Schmitzky's Nissans going through.
That's not too bad. Like a tabloid paper at the end.
Yeah,
just like ads.
So I think we need to record the true story of Schmitzky's Nissan Cold Snap. Yeti 2 Cold Snap Schmitzky's Nissan.
Yeti, where's the colon?
Yeti 2 Cold Snap hyphen Schmitzky's Nissan.
Okay.
Double hyphen.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, I would totally be down for that. I like the Squid Lake one that we did for Movies, Films, and Flicks, so I think that'd be cool to release some of that bonus content and just riff.
I like it. I wanted to get that off my chest for a long time, so I'm glad we did. All right, so,
It'll happen. It'll happen, then we'll plug it on here.
So the topic of today's podcast is, I did this last year. I predicted the 2007 Academy Awards.
How'd you do, prediction-wise?
I nailed it. Okay. I mean, a decade later, I got them all right.
Damn,
which is pretty crazy. So you and I are going to predict the 2008, not the 2018, the 2008 Academy Awards. And basically what this is some people have this idea where they're like, hey, the Academy Awards should take place 10 years after. That way the movies have had to find like a good time to kind of sit in the zeitgeist, and some rise, some don't, like Big Lebowski, movies like that. So they're like, I mean, this will never happen. But I kind of like doing this because then we can look at what was nominated and we kind of think who would win today.
Right.
All right. But before we do that, we have some listener questions. So the first one is from Will, and it is, what is the best film of 2007 and what is your favorite 2007 movie? So it's like, what's the best film, but what's your favorite movie? If you can separate those two, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying. For me, I think easily, and it's kind of hard, like, okay, so I'm going to say first off, I love this movie. So to me, it's like my favorite movie and my favorite film of that year, but I'll separate and pick another one for movie. But my favorite film of that year was Zodiac. And because we're doing movies that were released in 2007 for the 2008 Academy Awards, right?
Yeah.
So 2007, Zodiac came out, which was, the story about Robert Graysmith and the detectives. They're all trying to find the Zodiac killer and figure out who he was. And it was a long movie. And I remember when that movie came out, I saw it the first weekend, and it was in one of the smallest theaters. Like, it didn't even get like one of the big theaters. A lot of people didn't go, but it was also like 2 hours and 45 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that kind of maybe be why. And I don't remember seeing a lot of advertisement for it. But I think like film-wise, it was just like my favorite film. Movie-wise, there's a couple, but I would say probably I really liked 28 Weeks Later.
Oh, dude.
I don't know why. I loved it.
That beginning scene, the chase
that's
scene
like one
in
of
the
my favorites.
house. So I wrote a post on Movies from the Flakes, the 10 greatest moments of 21st century horror. Look it up. And that's in there. That's in the top 5. It's like,
that's one of my favorite openings for any movie.
And
like,
it's primal, like it's urgent, it's mean, and it's like, dude, I got goosebumps just talking about it. When he's running and the zombies are running over the man-made hill.
Yeah.
Like, just, if you haven't seen 28 Weeks Later, just type in 28 Weeks Later on YouTube and that clip is on there. And it's the beginning, so you're not really watching it out of reference. And I guess I don't want to spoil the rest of the movie, but it's 10 years later. But that movie's mean, dude. Like Jeremy Renner, Rose Byrne. There's a great Imogen Poots. Like there's a very good cast. Harold Perrineau is in there. I mean,
is Idris Elba in it too? I could be wrong.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm gonna look it up. I thought he was.
I mean, that is a great stacked cast, a very good sequel, and the idea for it was pretty organic too.
Mm-hmm. Idris Elba's in it too.
Oh wow, that was a great cast. And I know what you're saying about Zodiac. The problem with Zodiac is it's like a potluck movie. You gotta marinate in it.
you gotta invest, and not only that is, because I've seen Zodiac a few times now, I always catch something new. Like every bit of dialogue in that movie is important. So if you miss like a couple lines that you're just not paying attention, or you're just watching the scene, like it's stuff that plays later on. Like something they say in like the first couple minutes will play, an hour and a half into the movie, and then maybe again at the very end. Like you gotta like pay attention to, and there's a lot of names they reference. It's a very detective-y type story.
Yeah, and you gotta turn off your phone.
Yeah.
Turn off the lights and just I understand people are busy, and if you just watch it, that's fine. But to get that experience of actually sitting down and watching the whole thing in one sitting, it's a movie that grows with you for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one. When I saw it in the theaters, I was really invested because I was actually like paying attention, and I wanted it to keep going. And even though it's, almost 3 hours long, it still didn't feel like that to me. I understand that some people do feel like it kind of drags out, but to me, it's like, it's so authentic in the way like David Fincher tells that story, because like the way he shoots it and the way he puts in the information, like so quick, like all the dialogue's like pretty quick. I don't know. It's just the way it is. It's like it's an experience, and you actually have to pay attention if you like that kind of, if you like detective. to me, it's like kind of like True Detective, but scrunched into the 3 hours rather than like a whole season. You know, it's kind of like slow and dark and brooding and a lot of detective work.
With some All the President's Men kind of in there a little bit, like with the writing and all that.
Yep.
Yeah. So for me, Zodiac's great, and I've had a really hard time with this question. Like I've had to go for long walks and just kick rocks and walk over man-made hills and just.
You turned off your phone for like 2 weeks, right?
I had to go through like abandoned warehouses and punch dance to get the answer for this. So I think the best film comes down between No Country for Old Men or There Will Be Blood. But at the end of the day, I've loved There Will Be Blood, but when it comes down to the Coen brothers, Javier Bardem's performance, and Roger Deakins' cinematography, I got to go for No Country for Old Men as the best film. It's just, I watched it again recently, and it just holds up. Kelly MacDonald is in it, and she is unbelievable in it. She is so good, and the movie just holds up. It has a sense of humor, and it also has humanity in it. And one funny story, Brolin was on the Nerdist podcast, and I remember he said one of the Coen brothers, Joel or Ethan, kind of looked at him and just went, what the all right, this is going to get us our PG-13. He goes, what the fuck are we doing? He's like, this movie's going to suck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like on set, they were like, what are we doing? But they're just so talented. It came together. So
they've never really done like a horrible movie. Like even the ones that don't like necessarily hold up, like for me, like the Lady Killers, like that was kind of but like even like their like weaker movies are still decent. Now granted, this one turned out really great. I mean, it got nominated for a bunch of awards, but you know, I'm surprised that they had doubts about it.
Like they're better than a baseball player, the best baseball player's average.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So I mean, like if they played baseball, they would be in the Hall of Fame. They just keep knocking out, like they just keep. Even if they miss, they probably hit a single.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is they're not fouling or striking out with any of their films.
Yeah, the dudes know it up. And then I guess all right. So I had 3 movies that are actually 2007. There's 3 movies that are in my top 20 of all time, and that Hot Fuzz, Once, and Sunshine. Yep. Hot Fuzz is my fourth favorite film of all time. And Once is my 5th favorite. I love them both immensely, but I think just because I've watched Hot Fuzz so many times, and it never gets old. Like Hot Fuzz, it doesn't age for me. I always catch something new. I think it's one of the most rewatchable films, and that comes down to Edgar Wright's direction. I mean, everything was scripted in that movie. So this wasn't like just like put a guy on camera and improv. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but this movie's so layered and textured and funny. I mean, the Andys in there are 2 of the funniest characters I can imagine, the 2 Andy detectives.
Yep.
You know, the guy, he has a mustache. He takes a sip of beer. He gets a beer mustache. Simon Pegg goes, hey, you have a mustache. And Andy goes, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, but it's brilliant. So I'm going to go with No Country and Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, Hot Fuzz, like, is one of my favorite movies, too. I like the whole Cornetto trilogy, which is Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. I love all those movies, and it's hard for me to even pick a favorite out of those. Like, they're just so good.
You know what's weird? I don't know why this happens to me, but like I don't think that highly of Shaun of the Dead until I watch it, and I'm like, this is amazing. Right. But then I kind of step away from it, and I'm like, like I think it's my least favorite. Then I watch it, I'm like, well, I think it's ahead of World's End. But then I watch World's End, and it jumps ahead of Shaun of the Dead. Like Hot Fuzz is always number 1, but I keep flip flopping between all these movies.
Yeah, it's hard for me to pick. Like I always like Shaun of the Dead the best. And then like recently now I like The World's End is kind of moving its way up. Like in Hot Fuzz a second. It's like weird. But they're all good. And again, like kind of how I was mentioning with Zodiac, not that these movies are anyway like near each other, but they're not like Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead and The World's End, because of the direction and because of the screenwriting, they also have those things where every piece of dialogue actually means something. It's not like you're saying like improv comedy, like Anchorman or something, which aren't bad. It's just, they're just improv and they're just trying to be funny at that moment and they test a lot of different lines out. But with Shaun of the Dead, they're like so meticulous that like things that pop up in one scene will show up later on. Like the whole him drinking coffee with 2 cubes of sugar and then that coming to play at the very end when he has some more sugar because his mom died and like that was something she always got for him or whatever. So there's just like a lot of those scenes within all those movies, and I think it's pretty cool. They have the running jokes too.
The goose gag in Hot Fuzz.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Steven. Crap. What's his name? The guy who started The Office, the real tall dude, Steven Merchant.
Merchant. Yeah.
He calls him up and he's like, "Yeah, I have a missing goose, and my name is what? P.I. Taker." He's like, "Yeah, right, Piss Taker." Then you show him next to Steven Merchant. They're hunting for the goose. And that one scene where he's chasing the the graffiti guy who stole, or the guy who stole from the shopping mart.
Yeah.
He chases him down. He sees the goose. Like that goose comes back, and then at the end the goose comes back.
Yeah, they bring him in the car.
And that's like a T subplot.
Yeah. And the goose actually helps catch the bad guy at the end. Like it attacks his dad or whatever. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I don't know why, but yeah, I mean, you know me, man, I watch pretty much every single movie, like from all over the place, but for some reason, 3 in my top 20, and it flip-flops a lot, but these 3 stay in there. So I guess, something about 2007 stuck with me.
It's a good year. I was looking up, like, a lot of the movies that came out. I mean, you had Knocked Up, Ratatouille, There Will Be Blood, King of Kong, that documentary was really good.
I love King of Kong. Oh my god.
Yeah. There's like a lot. I mean, The Mist, 28 Weeks Later, No Country, Sunshine, Juno. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff.
Oh, dude, great stuff. And you haven't watched Hot Rod, have you?
I haven't.
Okay. So
I know you want me to watch it, but go ahead. You can handle this question.
The next question's from Chris, and it's how far did Hot Rod fall when he tumbled down the cliff in Hot Rod? So Hot Rod, I've probably watched 30 times. I mean, it's just Danny McBride. Then you have Andy Samberg, Bill Hader. I mean, just Ian McShane, Sissy Spacek. Just one of the best. I could go on forever, but it's one of the funniest movies about an idiot stuntman. But there's a scene where he falls, I think 45 seconds down a mountain. So he's punch dancing up in the mountains, not a man-made, a real mountain. Yeah. And he takes a tumble and he just rolls down a hill for about 45 seconds. So
wow.
I guess if you're saying like 13.5 feet per second, so he goes at least over 600 feet down that hill.
That's a long way, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good fall.
Did he get hurt at the end?
No, he just gets up.
Okay. So like classic comedy.
But you know what I love about Hot Rod? They take jokes so far. Like in the beginning, you're kind of like it's funny, and then you're like, man, this is overstaying its welcome, and then it goes longer and it makes it hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
it's kind of like when you sometimes like you tell a joke and when you dissect the joke, it's like almost funnier than the actual joke. Like you're actually going a little bit further with that one joke that you said.
Yeah, you know, I've made people laugh harder dissecting a joke than telling a joke.
Yeah, sometimes it works better. I've seen comedians do it a lot, and I think it's like, especially like certain like improv kind of comedians, like when they tell a joke and then they kind of dissect it. What do you mean by this? And then, you know, they keep going and it becomes like a huge rant. I can kind of see that. So you're like pushing the limits of what you can do to be funny.
Hey, what's the deal with lampshades?
I don't know.
Oh man. See
okay. I get what you're doing.
That's Seinfeld. Wait, did Seinfeld ever say what's the deal with lampshades?
I think it's more of like, what's the deal with lampshades? It's that little tremor in his voice as he's like explaining, almost like he's panicky about it.
Yeah, you're right. See, I didn't deliver it too well. I
don't know if it's lampshades or, you know, airplanes. I don't know. What's the deal with airline travel? I don't know. He does a lot of airplane bits.
I mean, they're open for good bits, you know.
Oh yeah, all the time.
So we're saying Hot Rod fell about 600 feet, 607 feet, something like that.
And he just got up and walked away.
Yeah, I mean, he's Hot Rod.
I mean, I didn't see the movie, but I assume that means something.
I fell about I rolled down a hill 400 feet one time, and I was fine.
Did you?
No.
Did you?
No.
Okay.
I Princess Bride.
You didn't. I was gonna say you didn't hit like. Was he falling? Was the hill? Did it have trees?
Oh, he hit trees, rocks, shrubbery.
Oh, damn.
See, for me, you would know me falling down a hill because it would just be like snap, 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 you know, like my bones landing each time. Like you could really tell by the snapping of my body.
Right.
You know, like I don't land right. He's a stuntman. He knows how to fall.
He can handle the bruises.
That's right. All right. So hey, you want to predict the 2008 Academy Awards?
Sure. You're going to have to fill me in with some of these because I don't remember some of the nominations.
All right, so we'll start with Best Supporting Actor.
Okay.
And it comes down to Javier Bardem from No Country for Old Men, Casey Affleck from The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. You know what's crazy? Roger Deakins shot 2 of the most beautiful movies I've seen in, 2007.
Right.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, Charlie Wilson's War, Hal Holbrook, Into the Wild, Tom Wilkinson, Michael Clayton. So
I mean,
I know this is tough, but I'm pretty sure I know who would win now, and it would be Javier Bardem.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I was gonna go. You already mentioned like how great he is in that movie.
Do you think if Casey Affleck didn't have all that backlash, she would be like the second place?
Yeah, probably, because he still won his Oscar even with all that personal stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like he still won his Oscar, so I think he would probably be up second. Because Hal Holbrook, I don't really even like. He didn't stand out. I mean, I saw Into the Wild, but it didn't really like. I don't remember his role in it that well.
Yeah, I saw Into the Wild when I was working in Korea. I was put in this hotel for 2 weeks before I got my apartment at my job. So I'm in like this foreign land in a tiny hotel room, and it was freezing. And I was just like, I'm just gonna stay in. So I watched Into the Wild on my computer, and like I have good memories of that. But after watching Javier Bardem again, like he has it, like he has this win locked up. And
yeah,
I have a question. When you think of Michael Clayton, like it kind of annoys me now, that movie. I don't know. I think about it now, and I'm like, I don't like it.
I liked it when I saw it, and now, yeah, it's not. Again, that's another movie that didn't really like stick with me, you know?
I think as far as aging goes, it's No Country, Assassination, Into the Wild, Michael Clayton, and Charlie Wilson's War. I watched Charlie Wilson's War, and I just remember it being really light.
Was that Zemeckis?
Yeah, and Tom Hanks.
Right. Yeah, again, that was another movie that I liked when I saw it in theaters, but it's not one that I've gone back to for repeat viewings. Same with Michael Clayton.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go with Javier Bardem wins.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope he does.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed that he wins 10 years ago.
Best Supporting Actress. Tilda Swinton for Michael Clayton. She won. Cate Blanchett, I'm Not There. Ruby Dee, American Gangster. Saoirse Ronan, Atonement. Amy Ryan, Gone Baby Gone.
This one's a little bit harder for me. I liked I liked Gone Baby Gone. I liked that movie. I haven't rewatched it in a while, but I remember Amy Ryan, she was decent in that. And it's like weird because she was in The Office, and like seeing her like after Gone Baby Gone, like she like encapsulated that role, like that mom, that crazy, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just, I don't know. She did really well in that movie. And Saoirse Ronan, how do you say her name?
Saoirse. Like Inertia. Saoirse.
Oh wow. Saoirse Ronan.
I gotta thank Ryan Gosling for that.
She wasn't she? She was a bitch in that movie, right?
Well, yeah, she was just
rude.
She was like she was a jealous little turd, and she lied. She was like a little teenager, and she lied.
But did she get him killed? Like, wasn't it kind of? Or she wrote a letter.
Yeah, and they had to go their own ways after that, and that kind of led to like them dispersing, and then they ended up, everyone ended up dying. Keira Knightley got smushed under the bridge, or under the tunnel.
Oh my god, yeah.
But I'll tell you though, man, Atonement, I kind of had it in my head that there was like a period piece, but I watched it again within the last year, and it's brilliant, dude. That long take of Dunkirk, that really long take by Joe Wright, like this is a really fresh period piece.
Yeah, I remember I liked it a lot. I just remember like, oh man, her character, I couldn't stand her, man.
Yeah, so, alright, so do you think Tilda Swinton would win still for Michael Clayton, or do you think everyone's just forgotten about Michael Clayton?
I think Michael Clayton's not one of those movies that's ever, like, you're never gonna have, like, a must-watch 1001 movies with a Michael Clayton in it. I don't think. It's not something that's gonna stick around.
And over the last 10 years, Tilda Swinton and Cate Blanchett have been so successful that you're kind of just like, yeah, I guess we take it for granted. Like, I'd almost give this to Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Saoirse Ronan. I mean, for me, Amy Ryan would be like a close second.
Yeah.
Ruby Dee, I don't really, like, I saw American Gangster, and I really wanted to like American Gangster, but it just didn't do it for me.
It felt like just a light version. It didn't feel...
Yeah.
Like, Denzel and Russell Crowe were great.
But they didn't take, like, chances with the movie. It was very, like, almost felt like by the numbers.
Oh, yeah. It was ABCD for sure.
Yeah.
So, I think that's pretty crazy. I think Saoirse would come in and she'd win.
How many times has she been nominated for an Oscar? Just that and now Lady Bird? Or was she nominated again?
Brooklyn.
That's it, Brooklyn. I knew there was one more.
But that's like 7 years away.
Right.
So, yeah, so I think people are like, you know what? She turned in great work. Let's give this to her now.
I heard that she hasn't been on a date with a guy yet, but she wants to.
Saoirse Ronan?
And she's like 20 something.
Maybe just ask.
No, that's that's what she said. I think it was like on Ellen DeGeneres or some show. She was on some talk show, and she was saying she hasn't been on like a real date yet.
I mean, when you work on film sets, dude, she's been working straight for 10 years now.
So that's what I'm saying.
You have no free time, and then your free time, you just want to go home and sleep.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of hard, probably.
But I was surprised. I didn't realize that she's 21 or something like that. I don't know how old she is. She's like early 20s, I thought.
Yeah, like 23, 24 maybe. She was probably 13 when she did this 10 years ago. But let's say they filmed it in 2006 or so. I don't want to do math, dude. Let's just say.
No, but she was like 12 probably or something.
Yeah, let's say she's 23, 24 now, somewhere in that range. Dude, yeah, I mean, I worked on sets for, like, I know I just said that, but I'd come home and just want to sleep.
Right.
You know, my poor wife, I'd just be like, I'm not doing the dishes. Of course I would.
Yeah, but, I'm tired.
All right, so we got Javier Bardem and Saoirse Ronan winning.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
I hope she wins.
Yeah, I mean, fingers crossed.
Fingers still crossed.
All right, best original screenplay, and that goes to Juno, Diablo Cody, Lars and the Real Girl, Nancy Oliver, Michael Clayton, Tony Gilroy. I love Tony Gilroy. I'm just hating on Michael Clayton. I think I did this last time where I had this agenda against these movies. Ratatouille, Brad Bird, and The Savages, Tamara Jenkins.
Okay. Ooh. Now, it's weird because Juno, I heard that Juno was based on a Korean film called Jenny Juno.
Really?
I don't know if that's true. Somebody was telling me that they were surprised it got nominated for Best Original Screenplay because there's a movie that came out in Korea, or it was either, I think it was Korea, that was called Jenny Juno. And some people said that she stole that. I could be completely wrong. I'll see if I can find it.
Well, if that's true, it takes it out of contention. I mean, Lars and the Real Girl's gone.
Yeah, but wouldn't like the Academy know that? Because then that wouldn't be whatchamacallit, like it wouldn't be an original screenplay.
Well, 2007's pre-internet, right?
I guess.
I'm joking.
I'm looking up on here, and it says Jenny Juno. I'm on Wikipedia, so you know that all of this is accurate. Jenny Juno is a 2005 South Korean romance film written and directed by Kim Hon-jun. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And it's saying there are similarities to Juno. Let me see, which also deals with teen pregnancy and features a character named Juno. The film's screenwriter Diablo Cody commented on the coincidence in October 2007, stating that she had not been unaware of the existence of Jenny Juno prior to her own film's release. She said that although she had not previously watched Jenny Juno, she is now interested in seeing it. Okay. I don't know.
That's pretty an interesting coincidence. That's kind of like making there's a little bit of Country for Old Men.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know it's based on a Cormac McCarthy novel, but like,
right.
Hey, I got this movie called A Little Bit of Country for Old Men. So right?
Yeah, because it's not like you stealing, like, I can understand somebody maybe taking, like, a lot of comedians complain about people stealing their jokes or other comedians stealing their jokes, and sometimes there's some similarities, but people go through like those same situations, so I'm like, maybe they didn't steal it. But this one, if it is as similar as they're saying, and it's called Jenny Juno, I don't know, that's kind of, what are the odds of Juno?
Am I crazy for thinking Ratatouille would win?
Dude, I liked Ratatouille a lot. I like Pixar movie. Most Pixar movies are just great, and Ratatouille and Wall-E, I think, are both like, and I liked Incredibles too. I don't know, the way they're written. They have like realer characters than some movies that come out.
Yeah. So I think Savages no one kind of remembers, right?
Lars
and the Real Girl. So I think it would come down to Juno, Michael Clayton, and Ratatouille.
Yeah.
But I feel like
I like Ratatouille.
I think it's maybe one of the most beloved?
Yeah.
It's not the best reviewed. That's Toy Story 2 or 3.
Oh, I thought it was 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Ratatouille is a better movie. And Pat Oswalt would be all over that right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, he'd be pushing that on Twitter.
I'm surprised. That's what I always thought was weird. They didn't do a sequel to Ratatouille, and they didn't do a sequel to The Incredibles. Now they are. But Incredibles came out in, 2004. I mean, that's 14 years ago. That's crazy.
Wow, I love The Incredibles. So, who do you think? Do you think Juno would pull the win, or do you think?
I say I liked Juno as a movie, but I say we discount it because of Jenny Juno. We're not sure about all the details, so let's go Ratatouille.
Ratatouille wins.
I think that makes sense.
Because of my Michael Clayton bias, for some reason, even though I like Michael Clayton.
You don't like Michael Clayton. I just read about Jenny Juno. Let's go Ratatouille.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
All right, best adapted screenplay, and that's No Country for Old Men, Joel Coen and Ethan Coen. Atonement, Christopher Hampton. Away from Her, Sarah Polley. The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, Ronald Harwood. There Will Be Blood, Paul Thomas Anderson. This one is tight.
Yeah. Because you know what's weird? It's like, hold on, before we like get into it, is Sarah Polley now just like a writer-director?
Yeah, and she's crushing it.
Right, because she was in Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, and Go. Like, she was in some weird movies.
Right, and I always thought it was weird. Then I started seeing her pop up with, like, written by or directed by, and I was like, oh, did she just go... I don't know if she's been in movies. I haven't really, like, kept up with her, but I just thought that was interesting. Because in Dawn of the Dead, it's just, like, it's weird to see her in Dawn of the Dead, and then now she's getting, like, nominated for, like, Oscars after that.
Yeah, just crushing it and making awesome documentaries.
Yeah. Okay, but go ahead. What were you going to say?
This is a toss-up.
Yeah, I can go, like, honestly, Atonement, There Will Be Blood, and No Country, for me, are all, like, I didn't see Away from Her.
Julie Christie, man, she crushed it.
Really?
And Diving Bell and the Butterfly was good, too.
Yeah.
But this one's tough, but I guess sometimes we get too cute with our picks. Like, you know, I think No Country for Old Men would still pull this out because of its still universal acclaim.
Yeah.
Or do you think There Will Be Blood would sweep in there?
Best adapted screenplay. I think for best adapted, I would go probably No Country. I liked There Will Be Blood, but from There Will Be Blood, I mostly remember like the cinematography and acting. I think No Country for Old Men, I remember a lot of like the dialogue and the characters, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess There Will Be Blood had like, you know, I mean, it had some great characters too, but No Country for Old Men, I don't know. Joel and Ethan Coen, they're great.
And it's really tough to frame a Cormac McCarthy book.
So it really is.
Like All the Pretty Horses, The Road were both successful, but I don't think they were great.
Right.
And he has what's the other book that I read? The most famous Cormac McCarthy novel that I mean, it was a real gut punch. McCarthy. Oh, Blood Meridian.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's like an unfilmable. Like, I don't know how people could make that, but yeah, I mean the way they pulled it off with narration. And,
hey, people said that about Life of Pi though.
Yeah, that's right.
They pulled it out.
And Gerald's Game too.
Yeah.
I love Gerald's Game. But yeah, so the way they framed it, the way they used just Tommy Lee Jones monologuing, the way they handled all that, I think they adapted it beautifully. So I would still go for No Country.
Dude, I think the Tommy Jones monologue at the end, and then also, spoiler alert, killing him off screen. Not Tommy Lee Jones, Josh Brolin's character.
It's gangster.
It was great. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, people in the theater, when they were walking out, they're like, what just happened?
Yeah. I mean, that's risky. Like, doing that kind of thing. I mean, that's like, to me, when I saw that, I was like, that was like, I mean, you're following this character, like, throughout the whole thing, and then all of a sudden, he just gets killed off screen, you don't even see it, and it's just, like, really, really weird. Like, to me, like, I liken that to, like, Psycho, like, killing off, Vivien Leigh in the first 30 minutes or whatever. Like, I don't know.
I was just like, what?
I was like, what? He's dead? Is he really dead?
Yeah. Oh, man. What a great film.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I would give it to No Country.
All right. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
All right. So let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we will jump back into our predictions. We'll be back in a little bit. And we're back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. Robert and I actually just got into a time machine, went back to 2007, watched Michael Clayton. It holds up.
I mean, it holds up back then.
Yeah.
Because we went back in time to watch it.
I mean, and we probably just could have watched it without going back in time, because we still, like, it's not like we were ourselves then.
That's true. I've grown as a person, and I just know, as I've grown to dislike Michael Clayton. So.
Can you believe that we used time travel technology to watch Michael Clayton?
We should have killed Hitler.
So, wait, you figured out how to do time travel, and you watched Michael Clayton. Listen,
yep.
I know you think that's ridiculous, but then it didn't change the world. We didn't smush a butterfly.
Oh, yeah. Kill Allosaurus.
Yeah.
Dude, actually, you saying that, did you, like, you've read A Sound of Thunder, right? Or, like, the Ray Bradbury, it's like
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Right. So, did you ever see the movie?
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, it was one of the worst things ever. With Edward, it was the guy from Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, Edward Burns.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That movie was horrible.
Do you want to hear a funny story about that?
What's that?
So that was the last film of... So this guy in the 90s, he was like he owned a bunch of dry cleaning businesses, and he really wanted to get into Hollywood. So he financed The Whole Nine Yards, which was a passion project of Bruce Willis. His brother wrote it. Mm-hmm. He funded Whole Nine Yards, right? That was a hit. He proceeded to make about 20 more movies throughout the 2000s. The problem is that all of these movies, any of the movies that had over a $60 million budget made under $20 million. So he made all these actors' passion projects. So they would be like, hey, Kevin Costner, do you want to make 3,000 Miles of Graceland because no one else will make it? I'll give you $60 million. He's like, hell yeah. So he gave actors money to make movies no one else wanted to make. And then all these actors loved him, but all the movies tanked and he went bankrupt.
So A Sound of Thunder was one of those movies?
It was the last one.
That makes sense, because I also heard that there was flooding on that set when they were shooting A Sound of Thunder, and it ruined everything. And that's why they just ended up doing a lot of green screen, and the CGI was just not there. And it's bad. Yeah. It's really bad.
I just kind of love that movie was kind of responsible for finishing off this production company.
That's crazy. I remember watching it in theaters because I was excited for it, in the sense that it was right after I read the book. I was in high school, and we just read A Sound of Thunder. And I remember talking to my teacher and being like, oh, they're coming out with a movie. He's like, really? That's awesome. And then I went and saw that movie, and boy, we had it for like 2 weeks in the theaters, and it did not do good.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Yeah. Ben Kingsley was in it too.
Yeah, I mean, he would get big actors, and he would pay them. He would pay them a lot. So, I mean, it just wasn't a viable thing. And so when X vs. Sever had its 10-year, 15-year anniversary, it has a 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. They asked me to write a post for Rotten Tomatoes about the production company, but then they went with somebody else's post, even though I wrote the whole thing. So now I know everything about that production company. It was so they had one, and then they're like, "Hey, Mark, just write this." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." Then I wrote it, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't do 2." I'm like, "What?"
Why'd you have me write it?
I was like, "Thanks, guys." But yeah. So that was our sound. Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't go back in time to stop Sound of Thunder.
No.
I'd let it go.
It's fine. I saw it once. It was weird, but I remember it being so bad that literally, like, it would cut from one scene of like these creatures attacking like a character, and then it would cut to like the faces of other people going like, oh no, and then it cut back to that scene with the creatures, and they were again like walking up to the guy to attack him again. Like, it didn't even like blend well. Like, it didn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't think they finished it.
Was that bad. Yeah, it was horrible.
All right, let's we'll jump into our next question here. So this is our last question. It's let's see. There is a scene in Hot Fuzz involving a double header of action films. What 2007 action films would you watch? And we already talked about Hot Fuzz, right?
Yes.
So would Hot Fuzz be in yours?
Yeah, that was. I told you that we actually mentioned mine already, and Hot Fuzz is one of the ones that I would show.
Yeah, so
I think it's like the perfect doubleheader. It's they're already talking about action movies.
Yeah, I would Hot Fuzz it. And what's your second one?
See, I don't know if it really counts, but I was gonna go either 28 Weeks Later or Sunshine, but those are like horror, sci-fi-ish more than just pure action, so I don't know if those like.
I think 28 Weeks. 28 Weeks is like a bunch of commandos fight. It's an action film.
That's why I thought it was more like action horror, because it's not like, I mean, there's a lot of like shooting, run and gun, escaping a car, gas bombings, helicopter destroying zombies. So I was going with that one because I was trying to pick like action movies that had a little bit more. Because even Hot Fuzz is an action movie about cops, but there's like a cult mentality to it, and there's actually like horror elements to Hot Fuzz, which I thought was interesting.
28 Weeks Later is closer to Aliens than it is Alien.
Right, because I think 28 Days Later was more like the Alien. Like, it was more like horror. There weren't a lot of zombies that you were seeing, except for maybe like the end in that military castle or wherever they were. I forget where it was. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like that was more slower paced and like not as many. But this one, like, they threw zombies at you from the get-go. Not zombies, whatever you want to call it, infected.
I think zombies, everyone knows what you mean.
I know. You don't want to get a comment.
Rage and
people, yeah.
They're rage infected. They're not zombies.
There you go.
This is angry people. Yeah. But yeah, so for me, I would do Live Free or Die Hard.
Yeah. Live Free or Die Hard, where would that rank among the Die Hard movies though for you?
Oh gosh. Well, I would do 1, 3, 2, 4. That's it, because there is no other one.
Oh wait, we don't want to mention 5?
No, but the thing is, I love all 4. I love the first 4 Die Hards. I think, so when I'm ranking them, I'm not saying 4 I don't like. I'm just saying I like the first 3 more.
Right.
But
no, I get that.
Hey, try to guess the Rotten Tomato score for Live Free or Die Hard.
I want to say it's in the 70s, right?
82.
82. All right. I mean, yeah, I knew it wasn't too bad. That's pretty good
for a 4th film.
For a 4th action film, yeah. I don't think Die Hard with a Vengeance got that much, right? Like was that a rotten review?
No, that movie is really good. I would say the second one will be rotten before.
Maybe the second one, yeah.
Here, I'll type in Die Hard.
I thought one of them had like a rotten review.
Oh, it does. 52% Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah, see, I remember. I thought I saw that.
I love that movie. I haven't seen it in a very long time.
Die Hard 2 has a 70. So Live Free or Die Hard is actually the second best reviewed after the first one.
I don't think that's ever happened as far as a 4th film going to the first film.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because a lot of times it's like horror films.
Yeah, you're right.
Those never hold up.
All right, I'm gonna research this. But so I mean, what I love about Live Free or Die Hard is it's just well made. It's fun. I like the Justin Long character, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Kevin Smith. The action scenes involving all the guys from District 13, the free runner guys.
Yeah.
I mean, like that scene where he takes out a helicopter with a taxi cab, and I think. Yeah. I don't know if this is true, but for just a pure action film involving humans, I think it has the highest property destruction of all time.
Really?
Because, I mean, they blow up cars. They blow up a huge factory. They blow up an entire highway. He takes down a jet.
Even with the Fast and the Furious movies?
I would say so. Because they never blow up.
It's been a while.
They never blow up, like, massive things. Maybe the 7th one has more damage, or Fate of the Furious. But just for one dude driving around, he destroys a lot of stuff in that movie. But I watched it again recently and I loved it. I had a really good time with it. So I think Hot Fuzz is the kind of fun hybrid, and then Live Free or Die Hard is just a stereotypical action film.
Right.
But it's not like, if you said I haven't seen Die Hard, I would be like, yo. But if you said I haven't seen Live Free or Die Hard, I'd be like, let's watch it. You know, does that mean, like, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm a 35-year-old man. I shouldn't be getting angry about anybody not watching Die Hard. But,
I don't know. I think that's legit.
Yeah.
How have you not watched Die Hard yet? Just came out in 1988.
Just start fist fighting. Yeah.
So did you see the 5th one? I mean, you've seen the 5th one. I didn't watch the 5th one because I heard awful things.
It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
14%. I just looked it up. 14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
He's not even John McClane. So basically, he shows up to go find his son, and then he just immediately kind of becomes an asshole and starts destroying stuff.
Yeah.
It's not good. Like
he's going to be in the new Death Wish too.
Oh yeah, because that's going to be.
That's going to be great.
I mean, I mean. You know, Taken was a hit.
Yeah.
But he was more chasing people down.
Right. But I hated Taken 2 and Taken 3.
Yeah. We had a big thing on our podcast the other day about how we haven't watched Taken 3.
Did you guys ever discuss, I think one of the greatest reviews I've ever seen, like on Rotten Tomatoes, where it was on Taken 3, where it said Taken 3 makes Taken 2 look like Taken, and I thought that was I thought that was one of the greatest reviews I've ever read.
It lost me at Taken 2.
Yeah, Taken 2 was not good. Taken 3, I don't even think anyone was taken at that point. I think he was just like, or was his wife taken? But he was like, I don't know. No, because the second one was his wife was taken, right?
I don't remember. His daughter. Wait, yeah, his wife was taken.
Because his daughter was taken in Taken 1. His wife was taken in Taken 2. I don't think anyone was taken in Taken 3.
You know, I would love it if they made 10 Takens where the actions from the first movie just like cause a shitstorm for him, and it's just
it's like a Sound of Thunder.
Yeah. So he like kills some guy, then that guy wants revenge and gets his wife, right?
Yep.
And then he kills some guy, then that guy wants revenge and wants his, you know, in the 10th one they want revenge on his grandkids. So he keeps killing people who want, like, I'm getting revenge on you.
I would be a little bit more invested in if that were the case.
Man, I think we just wrote Taken 4.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Does he live at the end of Taken 3?
Of course he does.
All right, so let's jump back into our picks. Let's do Best Actor.
Okay.
All right.
What are the nominees?
Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood. George Clooney, Michael Clayton. Johnny Depp, Sweeney Todd. Tommy Lee Jones in the Valley of Elah. And Viggo Mortensen, Eastern Promises. I mean, this is...
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty safe to say.
It's going to be Daniel Day.
Yeah, all day.
Oh, Daniel Day all day. Who do you think would be second?
For me, it'd probably be Viggo Mortensen.
I was thinking the same thing, because that's like a literally a balls-out performance.
Yeah. Oh, man, that fight scene when he's naked.
Yeah, the naked bathhouse fight.
That was interesting, to say the least.
I mean, like, Tommy Lee Jones was good in that, but, not many people remember it. Johnny Depp, people really cooled off on him. Clooney, I mean, whatever. He won for what, Syria. Wait, is that right? Syria?
Did he win? He won?
Yeah.
And I do like Clooney as like an actor.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big Clooneyite.
Yeah. Johnny Depp's never won, right? He's never won an Oscar.
No, but I don't think he'd win for Sweeney.
Or he didn't win for Ed Wood, right?
Do you think no, I don't think so. Do you think he would win for Pirates 10 years later?
Maybe the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think it's too, like, kiddish and filled with, like, humor. I don't know if it's, like, enough to, like, break out and win an Oscar. I think he's great in it.
Yeah. That role, though, was really daring at the time. Disney hated it.
Did they really?
Yeah. Like, they were like, whoa, please, this is going to be horrible.
But then they, like, doubled down on it, like, with the second and third and now fourth installment.
Yeah, the fourth one doesn't exist, but I didn't mind the fifth one.
I didn't see the fourth or fifth one.
Fifth one, it's on Netflix. It's good background. There's zombie sharks.
Yeah, that looked kind of cool.
And there's Javier Bardem running around. You can't go wrong with him.
I just remember the third one, because they were having so many problems, like, with rewriting the script and reshoots or something that, like, you could tell with the third one.
Yeah, like, there was these massive armadas going to fight each other, then just two boats fought.
Yeah. And, like, the fact that, like, in the third one, I just remember every 20 minutes, they were, like, switching sides. Like, Jack Sparrow would be against them, and then Orlando Bloom would be with them, and then, like, this guy would be with... I'm just like, oh my god. They're like, well, we're pirates. I'm like, yeah, but tell a story. What's going on here?
You can only use the word pirates so many times.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's go to Best Actress. We got Marion Cotillard for La Vie en Rose, Cate Blanchett from Elizabeth, The Golden Age, Julie Christie, Away from Her, Laura Linney, The Savages, and Ellen Page from Juno.
All right, so this one's actually hard for me because I haven't seen like 3 of these movies.
I mean, Cotillard won
right.
the award, but people are kind of making fun of that whole, actor puts on like a fake nose and plays a musician in a biopic.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because you had the whole Joaquin Phoenix and you had Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
So, I mean, then you have Cate Blanchett, Elizabeth. I mean, that's the same thing everyone's kind of talking. Like, it's just an old-timey thing. Laura Linney, The Savages. I mean, she's actually really great in that.
I like Laura Linney. Yeah.
So, I mean, then we got Ellen Page as Juno. Oh, man.
I will say, like, I mean, Ellen Page for Juno, like, I think that was her role. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she fit that role perfectly.
Yeah.
And then I like Laura Linney. I don't remember The Savages that much. That's why, like, it's hard for me to, like, I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to, like, say whether she was great. I mean, I'm assuming she was great, but I can't, like, really describe it. And then Julie Christie, I didn't see Away from Her, and I didn't see Elizabeth, and I didn't see La Vie en Rose. So it's hard for me to... I like Marion Cotillard.
I would say Julie Christie, but she was nominated for Oscars in, I think, 60s, 70s, 90s, and 2000s. I don't think she was nominated. So, and she's won.
Right.
So I don't think she would get that, hey, she's never won before.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think it would? Do you think Ellen Page? Because, like, I mean, Lady Bird was hot this year.
Right.
So that can't win for 10 years. So that might just go to Ellen Page.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, like, with Ellen Page is, like, I think she's a decent actress. I just think overall the Juno role just fit her perfectly when you watch, like, all these other movies that she's part of. Yeah. Like, for some reason, she just fit that role so well. I would like to say Laura Linney, but I can't. I don't know. I don't want to. I know this isn't serious and like we're deciding the fate of these actresses, but like I don't want to give a false hope to Laura Linney because I don't know. Yeah. I don't remember.
I think Juno, right? Just people is probably the most freshest in the most fresh.
Yeah, and I don't think you'll ever get a better role for Ellen Page.
All right, so just because it's probably the most relevant, Ellen Page, Juno?
Sure, we'll go with that.
And maybe since she hasn't been as acclaimed in film since then, people will be like, wow, she knocked this role out of the park.
Yeah.
All right, Ellen Page, our fingers are crossed.
Fingers crossed. I don't have a lot of hope, but we'll see.
All right, so Best Director, Joel and Ethan Coen for No Country for Old Men, Paul Thomas Anderson, There Will Be Blood, Tony Gilroy, Michael Clayton, Jason Reitman, Juno, Julian, I know this name, Schnabel. Julian for The Diving Bell and The Butterfly.
I mean, for me, it's got to be either between Paul Thomas Anderson or Coen's. I think Coen's deserve it. I do like Paul Thomas Anderson, though. He's not really... Him and the Coen brothers, like, they don't really make bad movies. Ever.
Mm-mm. I guess I would just stick with what we have, right? Joel and Ethan?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the Coen brothers, because I think, for me, personally, the Coen brothers and David Fincher are actually, like, my two favorite directors right now. So, like, I'm going to give it up for the Coen brothers.
I guess I'm saying that because... they were both popular in 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
And they're both wildly popular still.
Oh, yeah.
So there wouldn't be a big swing in regards to either one. And they're both still very popular, so...
yeah, they're both relevant, and they're still doing the writing thing. Didn't they write Bridge of Spies also, which got nominated?
I love Bridge of Spies. Holy crap.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is they're just great.
And Hail Caesar. Oh my gosh, have you...
I didn't. I liked Hail Caesar, but I was gonna say I didn't see Suburbicon, and I heard bad things about that one.
Well, they wrote it, then George Clooney and Grant Heslov rewrote it, and they added their own spin, like characters that the Coen brothers didn't even have. So then everyone hated it because it was like this weird mishmash of Clooney and the Coens, and it just didn't fit.
Right.
So he should just left it as like a Coen brother movie.
Yeah, and just directed it.
That's right. So, after the Suburbicon backlash, Clooney won't be, winning.
Yeah, no.
People feel bad for the Coens.
Yeah, because I was, like, surprised to see it get, like, such bad reviews when they wrote it, but then I figured some of it might have had to do with Clooney.
All right. Best Picture. You ready for this?
All right, let's hear it.
You got your seatbelt on?
Don't have a seatbelt on here, but I'll hold on tight to my chair.
hold on to your butts.
Yep.
No Country for Old Men. Atonement, Juno, Michael Clayton, There Will Be Blood.
It's a decent list. I know we've bashed Michael Clayton a bunch, but it's a decent list.
So, am I being too cute by thinking Atonement would sneak in here?
I mean, I liked Atonement. Like, for me, it'd be between Atonement, No Country, and There Will Be Blood.
Oh, for sure.
I think those are the three. Now, who comes in first, second, and third? It's hard. I think, for me, No Country is probably the overall winner, just because, like, I just think it's a powerful film. But Atonement, I think Atonement is, like, close.
People are starting to look back. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
People are starting to look back at Atonement now, and that long shot by Joe Wright and the performances, and everyone's kind of like, damn. But
who is the guy in that? The main actor?
The dude from James McAvoy, Keira Knightley. I don't know, but I guess everyone loved Atonement back then. It won the Golden Globe. Atonement did.
It won for best drama, right?
Yeah, and it beat out No Country and There Will Be Blood. I just can't. You can't look at logic with the Oscars. But I still can't see a world with or without logic that wouldn't have No Country winning again. Because I think it's the same case. Everyone still loves these movies.
Right.
And there's been no major dramatic shifts between No Country, Atonement, and There Will Be Blood.
No.
Everyone still loves them, so I feel like it would almost happen again.
Yeah, I think it would play out the same way.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you want to put $5 on No Country winning? You know what? You want to put $5? I'll bet $5 on Atonement.
Okay. So I'll take No Country then?
Yep, and I'll take Atonement.
Okay. We'll see. Yeah. I say we come back in 10 years. We don't have to do another podcast on it, but let's just see who's talking about which movie then. Like, see if No Country, Atonement, or There Will Be Blood are in, like, any kind of pop culture references, or if anybody's even bringing them up anymore.
Do you think Michael Clayton will be the big one? Do you think, like, everyone will love Michael Clayton?
I think Michael Clayton's slowly disappearing into non-existence. Like, I don't think it's going to be anything. And trust me, I like Clooney, and, you know, I wish him the best of luck in the best actor category, but I don't know. I don't see it going anywhere.
So the 1998 Oscars had Titanic, As Good as It Gets, Full Monty, Good Will Hunting, and L.A. Confidential.
I love L.A. Confidential.
Yeah, me too.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Dude, it's so good. Do you think it would take out Titanic again? Do you think people would be so sick of Titanic, they're like, I'm not giving it another Oscar?
I think Titanic was a good movie, but it is not... Okay, these are my two biggest gripes with the Academy Awards, was Titanic winning Best Picture. I think it should have been L.A. Confidential. I know Titanic's great, and I know that people love it, and stuff like that, and I know it, you know, it broke all kinds of records, and it's a good movie. I just think I mean, if you look at, like, Rotten Tomatoes and look at the reviews, L.A. Confidential has, like, a 99%, and it's got one bad review. And then Titanic has, like, an 80-something%, and it's got several. I think there are some issues with Titanic, but I think L.A. Confidential is just, like, for me, just, like, a great movie. The other one is, and I know I might get some backlash on this one, Forrest Gump winning over Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
But it's not insane because it's the Oscars.
It's the Oscars, and Forrest Gump was a more lighthearted... I mean, it had some dark issues, but it was more lighthearted than Tarantino's Pulp Fiction.
I don't think Titanic would win.
I don't think it would win at this point either.
Are we being too cute?
No, I don't think it holds up. I mean, I think it's a good movie, but I don't think it holds up as, like, a Best Picture worthy type movie. It's a blockbuster. It, like, was a good... large romantic blockbuster. It's well directed. I like Cameron, but I don't think it beats the other movies.
Am I feeling weird? I feel like the Full Monty would pull it out. People would just be like, fuck it. It's 20 years later.
I like Full Monty also. That was a good movie.
I mean, Good Will Hunting's still really good, but
yeah,
you know, with like the script kind of stuff behind it, you know, they're talking about like who wrote the script for it, and so I think it would, as good as it gets. I think people are kind of annoyed with like the story between Nicholson and Helen Hunt. How he's kind of like, I take a woman and I do all that, and like it's aged. So do you think Full Monty and L.A. Confidential would win?
Yeah, I think it'd be one of those. I really think L.A. Confidential holds up, and I think I like Full Monty, like as a comedy and as a, like, I don't know, it's just a good movie.
I'm putting $5 on Full Monty.
Full Monty. I'll stick with L.A. Confidential. Fingers crossed.
That's why I kind of love looking at these Oscars later on. I don't think they should ever do them 10 years later, but it's kind of fun to see which films have really stuck around.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to watch all the Best Picture winners. I'm getting close to watching them all from, like, you know, from the first one, which was Wings, which was the first silent film that was nominated. I haven't watched that yet, but I'm going to. And, like, the thing is, there's a lot of Oscar winners that win that they're not the ones that you, like, think of when you think of, like, old movies. Like, Citizen Kane is considered one of the greatest movies of all time. It didn't win Best Picture.
Yeah, exactly. And for anybody that's, like, calling, like, Citizen Kane shouldn't be in the top 10 of any list, yeah, it should. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is, like, Citizen Kane is, like, the way it was directed and for that time was, like, it was different. It was told out of order. It wasn't, like, you know, movies weren't told out of order back then. And that's why I think, like, Pulp Fiction, when Pulp Fiction came out, it was this movie that was, like dissected into chapters. Yep. It went off, like, the way it was written was, like, I mean, I heard the script had a table of contents, like, when it was delivered and stuff. So, like, I think the Academy should start focusing on movies that are, like, changing the game rather than playing it safe all the time. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Yeah. There's just too many, like, old movies and, like, classics that never were up for any Oscars. I don't know.
So before we get off the air, I just want to talk about a few 2007 movies. Now, I just wanted to let you know, I hate the Dan in Real Life movie poster where he has his head on pancakes.
Yeah.
Like, I saw it. I'm more like a real relaxed dude, you know? I'm pretty I'm pretty laid back. But I saw the poster and I just got angry.
Right.
I'm like, it's like this cutesy Steve Carell face in pancakes.
I saw that movie too, but like it was decent. I don't remember too much about it.
Yeah, I just don't like the pancakes. It's
just
it's like a smug looking, like, it's very 2007. It's very like Little Miss Sunshine had like come out, and
yeah,
like
that was the year before, right?
Yeah, and so now it's like, hey, it's Steve Carell's a serious actor, and let's put his face on pancakes.
Yeah, and it's not even like, it's not like a really like goofy face. It's more of like this depressed, like middle-aged man kind of face.
Yeah, it's smug.
Yeah,
it's a smug pancake face.
I get that. What do you? Here, hold on. Let me see if I'm gonna see if they have it. Best movie posters for 2007.
And then also in 2008, I went to Korea and I lived there. I lived in Korea between 2008 and February of 2008 to February of 2009. And on my flight to Japan to stop there in Tokyo, then go to Seoul, I was on an airplane. I was kind of in the bulkhead, so I had a lot of leg room, which was nice.
Oh.
But I didn't like bring a book with me or anything. I wasn't prepared. I packed like a fool. And I remember I can't sleep on airplanes, so I had this like very long plane ride, and all they played were Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium with Natalie Portman and Jane Austen's Book Club with Emily Blunt. And I had to watch those two movies on a loop. And it was like it became, by like the 14th hour when Magoo came on again, I was pretty out there. Like I was tired and I hadn't slept. It was like just the weirdest. I was like a zombified Mark watching Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium for the third time.
I tried watching that. I couldn't watch it. It was too weird.
It almost killed me.
Yeah.
And I was like getting over strep throat, so I was like on antibiotics. So I'm like kind of like sick, and I'm watching Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium 3 times.
Oh my god. I can't do that. If I can't watch a movie like over and over again, especially if it's a movie I hate. Yeah. Or like not even that, like a movie I just can't, like, you know, I don't know. It's gotta be at least something I like, but even then I can't watch like LA Confidential 3 times in a row.
It's pretty interesting. Emily Blunt was in Charlie Wilson's War, and then she was in Jane Austen's Book Club.
Nice.
That's interesting, huh?
Yeah, that is interesting.
Charlie Wilson had a war, and Jane Austen has a book club.
And then she married John Krasinski. I don't know if that ties into anything, but interesting.
Let's go. Cool.
I don't know.
All right. You got any plugs before we get off the air here?
Sure. Just go to blogtalkradio.com/7lamb. That's spelled out SEVENLAMB. You can find all of our podcasts on there, including movies, films, and flicks. And then like all of our other audio dramas. And then also, if you want to help donate, which goes to funding all this stuff, you can go to patreon.com/7lamb, and that's the number 7 LAMB. And if you go there, we'll start uploading maybe some bonus content for movies, films, and flicks soon.
Yeah, let's plan on doing Yeti to Cold Snap Schmitzky's Nissan.
Okay, I'm down.
I mean, it's gonna get weird.
We got to find the rest of the cast and crew members.
Yeah, we do. We got to build that out.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I guess, guys, if you want to go to Movies, Films, and Flicks on iTunes and rate, review, and subscribe, also do the same for any of Robert's podcasts. We'd love to get your feedback. Also, just kind of subscribe, rate. It boosts us up in iTunes. We'd love to kind of hear what you think. If you're bored, if you can think of it, we would love to have you do that. Also, please send us listener questions. We would love to have any questions you have. And thank you for listening to us. I know there's a ton of podcasts, and I hope I made your walk, jog, or house cleaning more pleasurable. All right, so for Robert Lamb and myself, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.